We're here at one of our projects in London, Ontario, and this space was designed for a couple with older kids who wanted an overhaul that matched their design style now. Actually, originally when I saw it, I didn't think it was that bad because from first look, it looks quite nice. It's a white kitchen, it's large, it's sunny, but when you actually get down to it, it was really frustrating to work in because the proportions of the island and where the appliances were just didn't work. The kitchen itself was 15 years old. The client had had enough time to use it, work in it, and understand what parts of it were frustrating for them. The inspiration for this space was really to create the feel in the aesthetic that the client wanted. The kind of place that when you go out for dinner with your friends, you say, come back to my place. And it's just this rich, sophisticated, warm palette. And it was actually not the white that they were looking for, but it was the contrast. So we created that by doing these marble counters and then this rich wood that would be surrounding them. This island is over 12 feet long. We wanted a section of it that could be used for entertaining, which is like the bar area, but you could also be working in the kitchen. The island really allows you to have everybody in that space and connecting with each other, and that's what I wanted. Going to the slab cabinet didn't really take a lot of convincing because the slab cabinets, they exude so much presence. The wood itself, we tried different stains on it to give it that depth, and that is actually what creates the warmth of it. I wanted to create a part of the kitchen where your friends and family, your guests, while you're working in the kitchen, they can help themselves to the wine fridge, they've got a sink there, all the glassware is there, and I love that the bar area, it's never in the way. In this space, we used to have this dining room, but we already have a dining room. So we thought about creating this lounge and we weren't sure if anyone was actually going to sit in it, but it's my client's favorite spot to grab a coffee and have all that morning sun and read the paper. It's actually turned out to be one of the most used spaces in the kitchen. This kitchen is really in the center of the house, so we created this hidden door for the pantry that allows a shortcut through the scullery where the client is not afraid to make a mess. That entrance into the kitchen was made to look exactly like the cabinetry. That way it maintains that symmetry, it keeps that balance, and the best part is no one even knows it's there. It's funny because originally we weren't even going to touch the living room, but I'm so happy we did because the old built-ins were oddly designed into the space. They were covering up some ducting, so we took all that out and fixed the problem and then put in these built-ins. I wanted to create this living room with a sense of comfort, but I hate designing rooms that have a massive TV. So we integrated the Samsung Frame TV. You can put up your own photos, and the crazy thing is it looks like a canvas when you're walking up to it. So it allowed me the freedom to create this warm, inviting room. Initially, we weren't really even going to touch most of the mudroom or the powder room, but when we were analyzing the flow of the space, the mudroom really wasn't in the right place either. So we created this space that we actually took from the garage and made it into its own separate mudroom that now works for the client really easily. We wanted to have some fun, so we put in the Kate Spade wallpaper because as soon as we saw it, like, how can you not like this cute little house? But then we actually coated it with a matte finish to protect it because you don't want anybody scuffing it when they're walking through. I love rooms that show a hint of what's to come. So with the mudroom, it's just got such a stunning view into the powder room that it pulls you in. You want to keep going through the rest of the house. What I loved about this project was that I was working with a client who really knew what they wanted and we could collaborate so well together. So even though the main floor is done, which makes me sad, but so proud as well, there's still more to do and I hope I'll be back.